Thank you, Mr. Chair. Members of the committee, I know that you guys do this year in and year out, and you've heard every argument that can be made on this topic. And so I would just like to spend my few minutes just calling to memory a couple of important points that I haven't heard brought up by committee members in conversation. As to the part that deals with after 24 weeks, which we refer to as the Fetal Life Protection Act here at the State House, we have mentioned that there's an exception for fetal anomalies incompatible with life. And that there is one for the life of the mother, but we have not gone into the fact that it goes beyond the life of the mother and into the health of the mother. The statute itself, if I can find it real quick. I just had it, sorry. The pregnancy will have created a serious risk of substantial and irreversible impairment of a major bodily function as defined in the RSAs. So anything that puts a major bodily function of a female at risk who's pregnant and having a child is also grounds for an abortion after the 24-week mark in the state of New Hampshire. It's not just the life of the mother. If there looks like there's going to be a serious complication to something, it's also grounds. So just by way of reminder there. The second is just the nature of the debate. And for people on my side of this issue, and I know, my wife sent me with her blessing this morning. It's difficult as a man sometimes speaking on this topic, but my wife and every woman in my household that I agrees with me on this issue, we recognize that pregnancy, bringing a new human being into the world, is a terribly difficult task. It's dangerous. There are a lot of complications and worries and fears and potentials. We can't see the future. We don't know what's coming. And in some cases in the future, when we look back, we wish we'd made different decisions than the ones that we had made. But in the moment, I understand all of the dangers and complications, and my sympathy is there 100%. If it was simply a matter of making decisions based on the healthcare choices between a woman and her physician, I'd be out. In fact, you know me, I'm one of the most pro-life people in this house. You could convince me to switch sides. It is possible. All you have to do is convince me that in order to solve our problems, we're not killing innocent children. Just make that argument, convince me on that point, I'll switch sides. That's what we're concerned about, and that's why the legislature is involved. The legislature is involved is because half of us make the argument that we're killing innocent children in order to solve our problems, to solve our worries and our fears and our complications and the ways in which our life might go poorly in the future. And Mr. Chair, members of the committee, I would submit to you today that's just not an acceptable option. And if we started implementing those same kinds of standards to people after they were born, I think we'd be mortified with what we were doing. And I see no difference between the two. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.